Hello everyone, I am Dr. Eric Morrison. This is 7 Under 3, and I'll be covering trading education, more specifically FOREX trading, using the TC2000 and TradingView platforms. Hello, this is the FOREX Week in Review with the 28 FOREX currencies, majors and minors, for the week of the 24th through the 29th of July. We'll start off with the Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. On the strategic picture, we have a target to the downside at 0.86689. Operational side, we see price action above the dragon, in the dragon, very choppy, very wicky candles here, all within the dragon, and it reflected on the tactical picture with a loss of $112.93. Aussie dollar Swiss franc, we have a target to the upside at 0.70182. Operational picture as well, very choppy, going below, above, and below. On the tactical picture, though, we were able to catch some of the positive flows, even with this volatility on the longer term chart, with a profit of $1,940. Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, we have a target to the upside at 105.29. Price action below the dragon, started to go above the dragon, then ended below the dragon for the rest of the week there. Was able to get some nice flows out of there with a profit of $3,220. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, we have a price target to the upside at 1.16032 on the strategic picture. Price action above the dragon, came below, and stayed below the dragon for the rest of the week. However, with that price action and these wicks, we did get some chop throughout the week, and we have a profit of $378. Aussie dollar, US dollar, on the strategic picture, price target is 0.73321. Operational picture, we have price action in the dragon, above, and kind of staggered here with the 200 moving day average there within the dragon. A lot of flows, though, to the upside. We were able to capture a profit of $2,155 for the week. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we have a downward target of 0.66241 on the strategic picture. Operational picture, we're below the dragon and then ended up below. Overall, in the tactical picture, as far as the flows go, we have a loss of $393. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, no target on the strategic picture. Price action below the dragon, in the dragon, then ended up below the dragon overall. Tactical flows were choppy at the beginning of the week and then ended after the GDP numbers to the downside with $2,731 profit. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, no price target on the strategic picture. Price action below the dragon, went above the dragon, below the dragon. Price action on the flows were choppy, and then we got some nice flows to the downside after GDP numbers at $2,290. Euro Aussie dollar, we have price target to the downside of 1.25914 on the strategic picture. Price action below the dragon. Throughout, ended up on Friday above the dragon. Flows to the downside with an $880 profit. Euro Canadian dollar, no price target on the strategic picture. Price action above the dragon, below the dragon, and in the dragon. On the tactical picture, it translated to a loss of $803 due to the volatility and chop. Euro Swiss franc, we have price target to the downside at 0.9164. Price action below the dragon, in the dragon, then ended up below the dragon. Some nice flows to the downside at $2,698.31. Euro British pound, we have some major price targets to the downside at 0.74262 on the strategic picture. Price action below the dragon, stayed below, and then ended up in the dragon. Flows, for the most part, were all down to the downside with a profit of $2,049. Euro Japanese yen, we have a strategic picture. We have a price target to the downside at 124.043. Price action below the dragon. Euro Japanese yen, all the Japanese yen pairs were pretty much responding to inflationary pressures and the recession in the United States. We had some nice flows to the downside with a profit of $4,935. Euro 1.4588. Price target to the downside on the strategic picture. Price action below the dragon. Most of the flows down to the downside with a profit of $2,393. Euro US dollar. We have price target to the downside at 0.94353 on the strategic picture. Price action in the dragon, below the dragon, in the dragon, and above. Flows, for the most part, were some losses with chop at the beginning of the week and then to the downside. And then we were able to, after GDP and recession numbers, to the upside. Profit of $17.82. British pound, Aussie dollar, we have price target to the downside of 1.61119 with price action on the operational picture in the dragon and above the dragon. And we had a lot of chop going throughout and significant strategic picture there with it's having a difficulty finding some nice flows to the upside. Even though they had the RL270 as support, we had a loss of $2,620. British pound, Canadian dollar, no price target on the strategic picture. Price action on the operational picture above the dragon in and then above. Flows to the upside. However, we're subject to chop and volatility with a loss of $1,071. British pound, Swiss franc, no price target on the strategic picture. Price action below the dragon above and very wicky and going below and above. However, we were able to catch the flows on the 1 hour time frame with the flows to the upside, then the downside, and right before GDP numbers, and then caught some flows to the downside with a profit of $3,389. British pound, Japanese yen, price target to the upside at 174.653. Price action below the dragon above and then ended up below. Our largest gain of the week at $7,749. British pound, New Zealand dollar, we have price target to the downside at 1.73865. Price action above the dragon, in the dragon, and still above. We had some rather chop there that was not some significant flows to the upside. I think it's because of this strategic target to the downside. Overall profit of $500. British pound, US dollar, we have a strategic target to the downside at 1.03132. Operational picture above the dragon, so it's going against its strategic target. However, we caught some nice flows to the tactical side on the upside there with the 200 and the RL270 as support, $3,897. Zealand Canadian dollar, no price target. The strategic picture, price action above, below, above, and then in the dragon. And that translated to a loss on the tactical picture of $129. Zealand Swiss franc at 0.57755 to the downside on the strategic picture, price action below the dragon in alignment with strategic picture. Dragon. Some nice flows to the downside with a profit of $1,671. Zealand Japanese yen. We have price target to the upside at 96.641. Price action below the dragon and in the dragon, hitting the RL270 and the RL200 and going right through it. Flows were to the downside with an overall profit of $2,396. Zealand US dollar. No price target on the strategic picture. In the dragon, above, below, and back above, and then in the dragon, very choppy. However, the flows translated to a profit of $1,670. US dollar, Canadian dollar, price target to the downside, 1.24071 on the 28th of July. A lot of price action on the operational picture above and below, in the dragon, and eventually below. Nice flows, however, to the downside with a profit of $1,774. US dollar Swiss franc at 1.03774. Strategic picture, price action to the downside, however. So the majority of all the flows were to the downside, profit of $453. US dollar Japanese yen, we have price target to the downside on the strategic picture of 125.997 on the 28th. Price action below the dragon on the operational picture, a little bit above and then back below. To end up around the 200 moving day average on the long-term time frame. A little bit of chop up front, and then after the GDP numbers, significant flows to the downside with a profit of $1,926. Looking at the dollar, we still have a target of 110.912 to the upside. For the Dow, we still have a strategic target of 18,160.761 to the downside. And we need to respect these targets even though the operational picture was still to the upside. NASDAQ went ahead and switched its target to 15,102 to the upside. That was set on the 21st of July. So interesting bump or bounce here. This could be a consolidation here after the initial drawdown from the peak of the NASDAQ or a dead cat bounce. We'll see what happens. Price target to the downside for the S&P 500 still at 1,907.09. That's pretty brutal. And still supporting the possibility that this is a dead cat bounce after the initial downward movement of equities based on inflation. Gold hit its initial target of 1,719.17 an ounce. Now it has no target right now. Looking at U.S. oil prices per barrel, we have a downward target of 85.87 That's if the administration changed their mind and started producing oil within the continental United States instead of asking for other countries to produce it. Don't forget about these initial targets here off to the left here. Saw the potential based on the use of the strategic petroleum reserves that were released and how far these targets may be still legitimate even after that initial release. 20-year treasuries, we have our downward target to the downside at 73.08973. So as much as the Fed is bumping up treasuries with the $9 trillion dump, we now have a downward target as of March. It's in effect at 73. So this could be a significant drop once interest rates continue to rise. Well, folks, that's all I have for the Forex Week in Review. We're currently conducting a Forex Bootcamp and a Forex Intermediate course. If you're interested, click on the links below. And remember, ruthless risk management. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you on Sunday. Well, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like rumble button below and the subscribe button. And if you want more information, go ahead and click the course information links below. On the TradingView link and on TC2000, I have an affiliate link. If you open up a TC2000 account, you will receive a $25 discount using that link. Thank you for your time.